If somebody said to me, hey, Dimitri, there's a robot available today, and here's what it would do, I would be a little bit hesitant because I look at this staff and think about, well, what happens if I do bring the robot in, right? Like, what is that gonna do to the people that I'm gonna be able to hire? It's gonna change it.
Beware of the robots has been the anthem of a decade. But what was once a dystopian dream is now a reality. In industries from agriculture to athletics, robots are the new sought-after employees. But if robots are the workers of tomorrow, how can we prepare the working class of today?
My name is John Miller. I'm the chairman of Cali Group, which is a holding company consisting of a restaurant chain called Cali Burger and a handful of restaurant technology companies. Just recently opened what we call Cali Burger 2.0, which is 2 robots on carts that wheel in and sit in front of the grill and the fry station.
Restaurant work, often difficult, mundane, and low pay, no longer attracts the workers it used to. And as more people opt for fast casual and on-demand delivery, automation becomes more relevant, altering the job market and inevitably displacing workers.
The Robolution seen broadly is absolutely inevitable. There is an opinion that as people lose their jobs because of automation in one area, they will find others, and those in fact might be more interesting. This has happened in the past. Once people wanted to leave the farm, it's a little different with people working in restaurants. They're in cities, it's not a bad environment. Now when they get out of a job, it's very difficult to skill up in a very short time.
The current experience in a restaurant is a lot of times the staff isn't happy, they're not enjoying their job, and they don't know anything about you, so they don't help recommend what you should eat. And so we think that using technology to make the experience more interactive and more personal to what you want, those are all things that the consumer wants.
You think about taking away the humans entirely and replacing them with robots, it's gonna have a much bigger change in terms of the experience that people are provided. And I guess the real question is, are people gonna be okay with that?
While no one can agree what the right approach to robot adoption is, one reality remains. We need to plan now how to reskill a workforce before they're replaced.
We're in the formative stages of setting up the systems to retrain people to go from working in restaurants to managing robots that work in restaurants. Our job as a supplier of the technology is to make it as seamless as possible for operators to retrain people to manage the robots instead of actually doing the work themselves.
If you are going to invest these robots and it is going to increase your profits, you cannot do that without thinking about what it does to the people that work there.
The Robo Restaurant is a new global reality. In Bengaluru, we saw the opening of the first restaurant with exclusively robot staff. In Milan and London, bar producer Maker Shaker has unveiled new robotic rooftop bars. And in the US, Flippy will soon be making burgers in kitchens across the country.
It's something that is going to upend the economy in a huge sort of way. And if you look at other technological revolutions that have taken place, they have huge impacts on society over and over and over again.
It's not easy for companies to get into the training business. It costs a lot. And if you train me and if I leave, you've lost your investment within a moment, and there's nothing you can do about it. The market is pretty passive, it just matches people. You've got to train yourself, or somebody else has got to help you train, and then you've got to be matched up with the job, and the market can do the matching. So the only candidates for who can solve this problem seem to be public systems. And that's very hard to put together because they are not set up to do those kinds of things.
In absence of a system that helps people get back on their feet, future planning employers will be the ones to prop their employees up for success, reskill people that robots displace, challenges aside.
It's going to be an interesting problem to forecast the nature of jobs and then to design an educational system that works towards them. And you can immediately see this is not easy for individuals, and this is not easy for companies, and it's not easy for the government. So it has to be everybody working together.
Instead of fighting the adoption of robotics, forward-thinking businesses can future-proof by investing in retraining, building a highly skilled, growth-focused workforce.